Hello, Mr. Ed here. Today is February 2nd, 2016, Groundhog Day. Today, Ponzatoli Phil gave us some really good news. He said that spring will be here very shortly. When we 6 more weeks of winter, so I'm really excited about that. The idea of being able to get these bees to split the bees and grow the colonies, it's very exciting to me. So I'm looking forward to an early spring. Thanks, Bill. Today I want to give a little video on my feeders. On Saturday I went and did my hive rotations, so now I want to go ahead and start feeding the bees. And what I do is I do just big feeders, and these are the feeders that I do. Now I use, I don't know the exact size, it's probably a 2.5, 3 gallon bucket right here. And what I do is I get the bucket and I'll actually drill a hole. I drill a 1/2 inch hole about 1 inch from the top of the lid. And after I drill that hole, I'll come back. And you can see I put some screen over that hole. And the reason I put screen over that hole is I found that if you don't put screen over that hole, when the liquid goes down far enough, the bees will actually travel inside that hole and they'll actually get inside the interior of the bucket and they'll drown. So make sure you cover this hole up. So you drill the hole out, and it's about 1 inch from the top of the lid. And after you do that, I use a planter tray. And I have one with a very high lip. It's probably about a 2-inch lip on it. And so because the hole that I've drilled is only about 1 inch from the top, when you invert the bucket, that hole is about 1 inch from the very bottom. So the sugar water, the level of the sugar water will only fill up about 1 inch, 1.25 inches inside this tray, and it won't overfill. And that way, it's just gravity just keeps on emptying your bucket as the bees drink the sugar water from around it. The level of the water just drops. And then you'll just turn it over again and fill it up again. So I've already got the sugar water mixed up outside in the kettle. So I'm going to go ahead, go outside, we'll fill up the bucket, and then we'll go ahead and put it on the porch. It's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I doubt that the bees will be able to find it this evening. But we'll see tomorrow. They ought to be on it tomorrow. There's a cold front coming, I know, and I don't know how bad a cold front it's going to be, but I still think the bees will be feeding. So follow me outside, and I'll show you the filling up, and we'll put it out on the porch. Let's go. I'm in the mechanic shop now, and this is where the kettle is for the time being. And I've already mixed up the sugar water, and I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know exactly the amount of water and sugar. I know I used 30 pounds of sugar and probably about 6 or 7 gallons of water. So it's probably going to be about a 3-to-1 ratio, maybe almost 4-to-1. But it's just sugar water, and that's something to feed the bees. I'm going to go ahead and open up the gate and let fill up the bucket, and go ahead out to the honey hut and put it out. All right, so I'm just going to cap it up and bring it to the cart, and we're going to carry it out there. So there it is, the feeder set up on the ground, and you can see the pine straw up inside of it. Like I said, it's 4:45 right now. There's a few bees flying around here. I'm actually feeding the I had cleaned out some old buckets, and there's a bee right there, and then I've got the pollen feeder right next to it. So they already know this is where the food is, so it's covered. I mean, there's a couple of bees flying around that you can see. It's covered overhead, and the water, if it does rain, it won't dilute the sugar water. So if let me see, I'm gonna zoom in on that bee right there. You see, there's something. There's gonna be some action over here. I spilt a little bit of the water as I was inverting that bucket, but very little of it comes out. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Keep on watching. I'll be making more. God bless. Mr. Ed, out.